Okay, it's going to be a, well, it's going to be a crummy video. I'm doing this quick. I don't want to screw with getting my Nikon camera out, all that stuff, so I'm just using my cell phone. This quick little review on this little Magnum, Boker Magnum masterpiece. And as you can see here, the handle it's actually smooth. Kind of looks like the polished micarta that's on the cold steel, that cold steel Espada, except it doesn't have the lacquer over the top of it. It hasn't been highly polished. But this is supposed to be carbon fiber, this handle, and it has a little Damascus blade. Get this open for you, give you a look at it. And although it didn't come very sharp from the factory, I was able to sharpen it quite well. I'm pretty happy with it now, as you can see there by looking at the edge. I've got it sharp now, and I would imagine with this Damascus it should hold an edge. This is really good steel, which Boker usually uses 440 stainless on their better stuff, 440C. Some people complain about, the ability to. Anyway, this steel here should be pretty good for, even though it's Chinese manufacture. This knife, I don't know where they get their Damascus steel, but it's 37 layers. It's about a 2.5 inch blade. It's a pretty good size. I like the shape of the blade for a small. This actually isn't that small of a knife. End to end, it's close to, it's about 5 inches end to end. And like most Boker knives, excuse me, I know my lighting's not the greatest either. This is not where I normally do this. Like I said, I just didn't want to spend a bunch of time on this video, so it's a quick look at this little knife. I bought this knife on sale, and I'm almost hesitant to even tell you what I paid for it. It's retails for $29.95, and I paid about 15 bucks for it on sale. Boker was running a sale. I bought it direct from Boker. But like most Boker knives, this thing is really well built for the price I paid for it. You can see the steel linings. They're nice thick linings all the way back. The rear end of this thing, just basically this little pocket knife's built like a tank. That's basically what I'm saying. It's perfect. I use this in companion. I carry a 5-inch Espada for self-defense, but you can't really whip that out to open a package with unless you want to get the police called on you. So this is a great companion knife to carry in your pocket when you have a regular chore to do. Should be very durable with this if this really is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is what they use on space shuttle, and it's supposed to be stronger than steel. They use it to, carbon fiber is what they use to make the safety module that protects the Indianapolis, the IndyCar drivers. They have a carbon fiber shell around them now that surrounds them. It's supposed to be, supposed to be better than steel, so should be very durable if it actually is carbon fiber. And the Damascus steel I got on it, I'm very happy with. It's pretty. It's not faux Damascus, it's true Damascus. And for the price I paid for this little knife, I'd say I got a real jewel. And I'd highly recommend them. I don't know if they're going to stop production on this knife or what, but I do know Boker had them on sale on a special closeout. They had several knives on sale, and this was one of those. So I picked a couple up for Father's Day for relatives. Also bought one for my son's birthday. I'm going to give him one of these. Should make a very nice gift, but should be a very durable. It's a beautiful pocket knife. Actually, it's prettier than I thought it would be. You can see that that carbon fiber It's polished. It's roughly polished, though it's not highly polished. So it's got a real pretty pattern on it, and it matches that Damascus pretty good. Looks good together. I was very happy with this, as I am with most of my Boker knives. For the price, they're very high value for the money you spend. And I like their design. I like Boker's design. They're a German company, and these they have different product value lines. They have a Boker Plus, and then the main Boker knives are very expensive. The ones that come from Germany, made out of German steel and all that, they're pretty dang expensive, all the way up to $1,000 on for some of their knives. So they're not cheap. They kind of have a minimalist design, which I prefer. I actually like that, and of course you don't have any jimping or any of that crap. This is just a little pocket knife, but very beefy. I think the manual, or the magazine I got says Boker's tech spec on it is 1.5 ounces. I don't have a scale, but I would be skeptical that this is 1.5 ounces. I would say this is closer to 2.5 to 3 ounces, because it's built like a tank. I mean, there's a lot of steel in this knife. See there's three plates of steel there, all the way back. The whole end of it's steel. So you've got an ounce of steel just in the blade. So as far as it being 1.5 ounces, I don't think that's correct. I think that's a mistake. The magazine I got also said it was 49 layers of Damascus, but it says it's stamped 37 layers right on it. And a couple of the other Damascus knives they have in the magazine say 37, so that's obviously some kind of a misprint also. So, hey, it's honest mistakes, I'm sure. Very happy with the knife for what I paid for it. You can't beat this for what I paid for it. Highly recommend you guys giving it a try if you have a need for a small pocket knife. It does not have a lanyard hole, but this is a pocket knife. You just stick it in your pocket, and this should be tough enough. I haven't had it long enough to know for sure, but I'm hoping it doesn't get all banged up. But the carbon fiber shouldn't really take any damage on. That stuff should wear like iron. Like I said, I'm a little skeptical if it's true carbon fiber, because I was under the impression carbon fiber is very, very expensive. But anyhow, very high quality little knife, and I think you ought to pick one up. Unfortunately, I don't have the part number handy, but it's called the Damascus, or the Boker Magnum Masterpiece is the name of this knife. And if you just called Boker and said you're looking for their little pocket knife, they have a little pocket knife with a 2.5-inch blade. Tell them it's got carbon fiber handle and a 37-layer Damascus blade. They should be able to help you with the part number if you can't find it. Anyhow, they do have them for sale out there on the Boker website, so you could also find it out there by typing Boker Magnum Masterpiece. This knife should come up. Okay, so thanks for watching my little review on this knife. Highly would recommend this for its intended purpose. And if you can pick it up for $15, it's a steal at that price. I would, if this was a Boker tree knife, if this was the actual German manufactured, you'd probably pay about $200 for this knife. And then the other, if it's Boker Plus and the other lines, I would say this knife probably would retail for about $60. So your Boker Magnum is the inexpensive Chinese manufactured. The materials are very good, and the design is German. The materials are very good, but the assembly is done in China. Don't see any problem with that. These studs are a little bit rough on. They're not finely finished. You can feel a little bit of a burr on one or two of these. Most of them are smooth, but one or two of them has just a slight burr on it. But other than that, the knife's perfect. And that's being pretty nitpicky as far as that goes. It's built like a little tank. Should wear like iron, I would think. Anyway, yeah, and even the Boker in the value line, it does have a $30 retail. But I'd say you're looking at about a $50 or $60 pocket knife here. And so if you can pick one of these up for 15 bucks, if I was you, I'd load your pockets up with them at that price and give them away to family and friends and people that do you little favors, you know, give you a ride to get your car out of the shop or whatever. But anyhow, beautiful little knife for the money. Even at $30, this is a great buy. I would still be confident in buying several of these at $30. So the retail is definitely not out of line on this knife. Like I say, this knife probably would retail for around 60 bucks if it wasn't the Chinese. And Boker really is a very high value knife. Like I say, you're not going to beat them for value, for the money. Anyhow, that's it. Boker masterpiece. I'm droning on and on here. I'm liable to go on forever if you let me. I might drag another knife out if I don't run out of memory on this cell phone here. No, that's the end of this. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.